Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Explorers.
Welcome.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank
Today.
you.
It
We're-
has been
Can
a
you
bit, right?
Can you tell? We're in the same house. This is just a different angle of the condo. We kind of changed it around a little bit.
Just a little bit.
We are in the new home.
Now we have the Buffalo Bills representing behind us now.
Yes.
We're going to be showing a video of us on our Discovery Princess cruise.
I know,
So
double the D&G Explorers, double the fun, huh?
So we thought, let's try something different. Don't know how well it's going to go over. I can already tell you the TV lighting is making us darker, so we have the lights like really shining in front of us. And we also, you can see the circle. You can see
you have a circle on your face.
See it? Yep.
Yeah.
And then yours is behind you.
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. But welcome in, everyone.
Fine. Welcome.
We're going to talk
We
a
are
little bit
in our new studio. Yay.
new house. So for that, Greg, I think we deserve a dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly, ocean water alcohol. Cheers to us. Dilly dilly.
Cheers to a new place. That's already going to fall apart. But welcome, Greg. Why don't we welcome?
What'd you do?
Because I dripped ice, or you dripped.
So the whole thing's gonna fall apart. I didn't drip anything.
So, Greg, why don't you welcome in our explorers that have joined us today?
Sorry, welcome everybody. Excuse me, Danny D, the spectacular supporter. Anthony Simone, Adventures with Roxanne, Life Adventure Show, Anne Hanley, Anthony Simone, which I just said, but welcome again. The Down Under Cruisers, Waypoint Explorers, happy hump day. Where are we at here? Nautical Nurse Nancy. I told you she'd be on here for a minute. She's visiting her family, her mom, but she wanted to say hello. Katie Jackson, welcome. Perla McClendon. Where are we at? Destination Fun, Tiffany Peacock, Pepper Tree Villa.
Ding, ding, ding.
Where are we? And Renee Overbeck, welcome. I don't think I missed anyone. Destination Fun. Did I say welcome?
Yep. Sherry and Danny, welcome.
Oh, we can't forget something here.
We yes, I know what Greg's going to get.
I sure am.
So thank you everyone for joining us tonight. We really do appreciate it.
Yes.
It's been a busy day. I was off today, and I think I made 5 or 6 trips.
We are representing our channel here. You can barely see it though.
But I made 5 or 6 trips, and Greg made 2 between he's back to work finally.
Yep. I went on my lunch, and then towards the end of my shift, I didn't really take a full break. So I'm like break. But yeah, I went over and helped out. And it just seems like the more we go over there, the more depressing it's getting, the more depressing it's looking. It's like hollow walls. You can hear your voice bouncing off. We have piles of garbage that we're trying to get rid of. And we'll probably take that to the city dump this weekend, hopefully. So we'll see how that goes. Huh?
That's the plan.
Yep. And if not, then we will just slowly disperse of it ourselves.
I don't know how. We only have 8 more days over there.
We'll put it in the backyard like we've been doing, and we'll slowly have it get rid of. I mean, we'll do what we got to do.
Yeah. Welcome in. Life is good today. Ronnie and Alma.
Welcome. Woo! What was that?
I have no.
Whoa! Woo!
It's like someone stepped on something. And the Moonlight
Adventures.
Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you. And yes, we do have our Buffalo Bills memorabilia here. This is actually the family room, is what we're calling it. So this is.
I think they call it the living room when you look it up.
But we're calling it the family room because the living room is where the fireplace is. And yes, there's a fireplace here that we will have shows in front of. But right now, there's too much stuff in front of it. So, but yeah, this is a pretty big room. It actually goes into the dining room, which goes into the kitchen, which goes into a secondary dining room, so to speak. Derek actually put together. I'm really proud of Derek because he's been putting together some furniture. You're welcome. He put together a bar, stool, table set type thing, which is where we've been mainly eating at. And then he put together behind us the hey, Ryan Donahue, welcome. He put together the stand or little entertainment center, whatever you want to call it, a stand for the TV.
You might be able to. I don't think you're going to see it with this lighting. The TV is really drawing out it. So see, that's not right. We are.
I'm proud of him. He put it together, and sorry, we are kind of sore and bruised and beat up from this journey and adventure we've been going on since last week, but it's worth it.
Yeah. How's your bruise, by the way? It's almost gone.
Yeah, you probably can't see it, but
it was ugly.
This right here, you can kind of, there it is. So anyway, it was darker, it was ugly. I mean, it was like black and blue and red, but yeah, it's going away nicely.
Welcome in Mercy Rodriguez and
welcome.
Angela Nemesis.
Nima Checka. She's gonna say later, that's not my name.
She's gonna say hello, Shaggy.
Well, my hair
Angela
is not long right
men
now.
Doing men things. I'm so proud of you.
We
Pugs.
We
welcome
do many men things. Yes, we put together stuff, and there you go. What?
Nothing.
Welcome, love pugs.
Thank you for joining us. Yeah, it's been
not my team, but I do empathize with the Bills fans. Loved Thurman Thomas, Jim Kelly, and Don Beebe.
Yep, 4 Super Bowls in a row, 4 Super Bowl losses in a row.
I really hate commercials. I feel like I'm missing something. Huh? Can't wait to check out the new digs. What commercials are we talking about? Are you talking about the Super Bowl commercials? Or which, in my opinion, the Super Bowl commercials were kind of this year. I personally like the movie commercials for the movies that are coming out. Although they didn't show the whole trailer for movies, they would say, go to blah, 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 blah website to see the full trailer. And when I actually started seeing the full trailer, I'm like, okay, you're showing way too much. I'm going to stop and just watch the movie. So, yeah, I mentioned that. Can't wait to see the new digs.
Pepper Trivella, yeah. Next time you guys come south, you definitely have to come by and check it out here. Hopefully we've gone through the boxes by then.
There's now 4 L's in Bills. What? Am I missing
because they
something?
lost 4 Super Bowls.
Oh my god!
As in losses.
Wow. Ooh, this is brand new carpet. Do not spill blue on the carpet, please. Oh my gosh! Can you believe that? This is actually brand new carpet that they put down before we moved in. So let me give you the lowdown of what happened. So before we even moved in, we had to get the place tented, which was on a Friday, and it was taken down on a Tuesday. So we kind of had an extra day, so to speak. No, it was done on a Saturday, so it was taken down on a Tuesday. So it gave us like an extra day of fumigation or whatever you want to call it. Excuse me. And then we also had to have, starting Friday, that last Friday, we had the guy come out for the shower fixing to change out the shower pan, which they demolished the whole bottom part of the shower. I had no idea showers had pans, actually. Did you?
I didn't either.
No. So they actually had to demolish it, take the pan out, and then come back Monday and put in the new pan and start putting in the new tile and everything. They really did a good job with putting in as close to the color as they actually could to what was already in there.
I was expecting it to be white.
So they did do an off color for one of them because one was cracked, and he said I could sand over it or just put a new one in. I said, oh, just put a new one in, please. So that one's a little off, I think, but it's who's gonna see it. So anyway, so that was all finished yesterday. In that process, we had the cable people come out, do that. And then the internet people were coming out to do that, and they found out last week that they couldn't because there was no wire, there was no line going into the house. So Monday, they expedited a ticket. They got the line put in underground to the house, and then yesterday they had to drill a hole back here.
So Greg couldn't work because he worked from home.
Yep, I had no internet. So they had to drill back here for a new coaxial setup. Now we have internet, thank God, because I was so tired of having slow service with my regular phone internet. But here we are after all that, and we have a new home and a new studio. We have several new places that we could do shows. We have here and in front of the fireplace.
There's another one right behind us where I plan to do shows in front of my Dizney duck wall.
Oh, so we're going to do in there too?
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's where I figured we would do most of our shows because this is a chair that used to be in the office.
Oh,
but
right.
We have some more people that join us.
Well, I do like in front of the fireplace too for the holidays and stuff.
There's a lot of places in this house that we can actually do things.
Even the office, you could do a show in the office because we'll have a setup for that too with some of the stuff from our old office. We have more sunshine, please. Yes. Jim, seasons, greetings.
Support channels.
Yes.
We also have Waypoint, who's another one of our support channels. I'm going to blow this name. I know I've heard it said before, and I cannot. I'm going to say it wrong. Greg, do you want to take a chance on that?
I don't even know who you're talking about. You're talking about Michael and Spoiled Mama?
Yes.
How could you mess that up?
It's me.
Michael and Spoiled Mama. Am I saying it right? It's Michael and is one word.
I wasn't sure if it was
How
Michelle.
Can you butcher that? Michelle? It's Michalael. How is that Michelle?
Thank you so much for saying that. And I'm trying to remember. I believe I don't know if it was on the Cruisathon that I became familiar with.
Thank you, Renee.
Or if it was on Nautical Nurse Nancy. In our background, we wanted to try something a little bit different. This was our trip. We have 4 vlogs out for this cruise. It was on the Discovery Princess, and it was an Alaskan sampler, and it was only the 4th sailing, I think, of the Discovery Princess. It was one of the very first. Greg's looking back at it. You can see it in the back in the thing there.
Is that our stuff?
This is our vlog.
Oh, I thought that was like the thing the TV does, like when it plays all the weird stuff and graphics on. Okay, now I see it. I was like, well, I'm trying to catch up on this too. I had to refresh my phone, but I did mention Renee. So were you done with that part?
Yes.
Sorry. Well, I want to
dust me off.
Well, yeah, that too. You got dust all over you. So Renee and her husband Matt were so kind,
and they call themselves Matinee.
There you go, Matinee, like a movie. There you go. I thought it was funny anyway. So we got some mail yesterday, and we don't have a mail time segment, but it was from
ding ding ding.
It was from Amazon. It was from Amazon. Right? It was Amazon, I think.
Amazon, yes. Because I was trying to figure out why I had 2 packages.
They gave us a housewarming gift. And people have asked about housewarming gifts. And we've said, oh, you don't have to do anything. But they did. And it was very nice of them. So they gave us a welcome to our home. But something special. Do you want to show? Where? I don't know where you... That's my chair falls apart. So there's a shamrock on here, but look what you can do.
You can change it to, if it's Thanksgiving,
you can change it to whatever holiday or season you want. That is so cool. And I like how original and unique this is.
And if you put it on your outside wall, you can also make it.
Oh my God. No, you don't put no upside down pineapple. Renee, did you do that on purpose, you and Matt? Oh my gosh, I cannot. Well, I didn't even think about that. Oh my God. People are not going to know what that means. And we don't put our pineapples upside down. I don't even think we have any pineapples to put upside down if we wanted to. But yes, that is very cool. And it comes with a scented candle. Best wishes for you. Hand poured with love, all natural soy wax scented candle. if I can get it open here.
We.
Thank you. As I was talking to you about dropping it.
Yes.
So look at this. This is-
Welcome in, Jamie Wilhite. Thank you so much for
Welcome, as I
joining.
can't get
Thank
the
you for the
candle
congratulations.
out.
Thank you, everyone, for the
Thank you.
congratulations.
We didn't even see what the candle looked like. This is so cool. It's like a confetti.
Oh,
You should have moved closer to me, but congratulations anyways.
Aw.
So look, it's
That
like
looks like,
it's like a
sprinkles.
like a confetti or sprinkles.
It is.
We're gonna have an accident in a second with these drinks.
Who's going to be the? We guys should have a betting contest. Who's going to be the first one to spill?
Not me.
Rachel, I don't know if I said hello to you because I saw you on there, but welcome in, Rachel.
Welcome.
It smells really good.
It smells like fresh linen.
It smells like underwear.
I hopefully clean underwear.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
There's a
Renee
whole new
and Matt.
definition of Dole Whip. That's why.
A what?
Waypoint. There's a whole new definition of Dole Whip.
Oh my gosh. Did
So
we miss anyone?
So in the background here, guys, we were heading on a
We
train.
love you, Renee. Thank you.
Going to Greg, stop interrupting me. Don't be Anthony from Nautical Nurse Nancy.
Oh.
And we
Ooh, you're gonna hear it.
we were Tess Alman. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome.
We were staying at the Pan Pacific, which you'll see in some of the video shots, how close it is to the actual cruise port. We literally went downstairs below the lobby, and we were there to get onto that's where the cruise port is. So one of the airports that we highly recommend. No Maps Needed Travel. Maddie and Scott were on this. It was a 5-night cruise, and we eventually surprised someone. We surprised someone in this video. Greg, do you remember? If you can think about it.
I can't see it from
But
this backward. Yes, I do remember.
yes, the Pan Pacific Hotel. It was a beautiful hotel. Oh, I do have to turn up here in a minute because we did a toast, and I want you guys to hear it. Tess says, "Did someone say drinks? I knew I forgot something. Be right
Let
back."
me guess. You're gonna show the moonshine where I almost vomit.
I was nice enough to edit it where you didn't see that.
Well, you couldn't see anyway because all of you left me in the bathroom by myself while I was heaving up.
You spat back into the cup,
Oh,
and I deleted that.
$10 on Greg. Oh my! I'm not going to be spilling this, Renee.
I think I've been getting the closest to.
What does the
Just
candle say? Oh, we read it. Oh, I think this is late or something. I don't know what's going on. Okay, there we go. I think we're catching
Renee
up.
says, "Who is this test person? I love her already." Did we say hi to Carla McClendon? I think we did.
We did, but welcome again. Such a great person and so much fun.
So this is our.
This is where we
walked into the hotel room.
we
Look at the view. from
surprised
this.
somebody here too.
Well, not this what part. This is the
No.
next video. Oh my God! Look at that
Wow.
view.
I don't know if I was drinking it or not.
Let's look out here. Wow! Look at this views, guys. This is where. Will this be where we are?
Whoa.
Yes, that's where we'll board.
All right, so this is a little closet here.
Has a safe.
Okay, well,
This is a nice-
we're getting close to the part, so we'll come back on that. It was beautiful.
Yeah, look at this thing. What a view and good views.
Leaving out of Vancouver has the same feel to me of like when you go out of New York. When you leave it, you go underneath the bridge, like the Verrazano Bridge in New York. You go out of Lionsgate Bridge. You actually saw that in the video. You can see, if you know what it is, you'll see the Lionsgate video in there. But Vancouver is beautiful. You'll see coming up wait at a place called the Cactus Club, and that was it was a really good food for the restaurant. But look at this hotel. It was really a really nice hotel. Okay, it should be coming up here in a minute. I think I'll move it up just. We have StreamYard, or we have our music, so we shouldn't get copyrighted for our own music. So that should be good on there. But yeah, this was a very fun trip. This is the first time we had been to any part of Alaska. We went to Ketchikan. Here I am on the toilet. Here we go.
What? On the toilet? Oh my gosh.
So here's to a great cruise, you guys. We got a couple of surprises coming up that we're going to show you.
Oh my gosh.
Coming. First one's today.
Chili,
Billy boys. Sorry,
That's
I just
why I'm drinking, dude.
That was violent looking. I think it came back up. I had no control over it.
It did come up into the cup, and I saved you guys by not showing that. But Life Adventure Show is Tammy, our good friend Tammy.
Welcome.
Yeah, she was in at the beginning of it, but
oh Lord, I know who's saying that. Oh
another
Lord,
cool thing here, there was a lot of planes that were landing. The water
that was
planes.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I loved that.
They were landing. There was like a Chevron station out there, like a gas station. But
For the planes, yeah.
that was a really.
I mean,
cool.
you can't see cars going out there trying to gas themselves up in the water, but I did want to say real quick because I forgot that there were little notes here with the gift from Renee and Matt. A gift for you. Congratulations on your new house. We're so very happy for you both from Matt and Renee, aka Matinee.
This is one of our favorite parts. I'm sorry, we have a complaint. If you guys have been too loud here, you have to go home. That was our friends Eva and Steve from Vancouver. And they didn't know that we were going to be there, so we surprised them.
Every time I hear her reaction when she gave me a hug and met Steric and I for the first time, it was like she was truly happy and surprised to see us. She had no idea, and we always get choked up when we see that. I don't think I've ever surprised someone so much as when we did that with her. That was cool. That was awesome.
And I'm sorry, Greg. What was your I interrupted you there in that.
It's okay. Renee and Matt said a gift. It says a gift for you. Congratulations on your new house. We are so very happy for you both from Matt and Renee, aka Matinee. And also a gift for you. Love you guys from Matt and Renee, aka Matinee.
And she says, now come and surprise us in Cincy. I would love to.
That would love
be
awesome.
To see a Cincinnati Bengals game with you guys. That would be so cool. I was never really a Bengals fan before.
Rachel's Adventures.
I can tell you since the DeMar Hamlin incident where they canceled the game because of a Buffalo Bills player that actually had died on the field. And then they brought him back to life. And the Bills, as a team, requested that the game be stopped. How the team of Cincinnati handled it, how the city of Cincinnati handled it. Renee said she went down there, I think with a family member, and they were at the hospital and they were like praying for that. So that just tells you the how good the community of Cincinnati is. And it really changed my my thought of Cincinnati. So actually I root for Cincinnati now instead as before. They used to beat us in the 90s, early 90s, before we started going to the Super Bowl, and they were always the team that I hated to play.
I was like, when you said that, because he did technically, yes, he did for a few minutes, and then they resuscitated him. So thank God for that, and he seems to be doing a lot better now. So
he's playing.
Prayers were definitely
He was
answered.
never a starter on the Bills, and in a lot of games, the Bills didn't even activate him. He was a healthy scratch, what they said. But there's our farewell with Eva and Steve, and we want that comment he made was hilarious.
It was,
right? Yes,
it's a comment that we won't be saying on here, but it was pretty funny.
Yes, it was good. But with I would tell you, you know what? I will tell you that I watched our last video, which was the Cruisathon video for Helping Hands. For
I
Cruising.
saw that too. I was listening to it, and I would come out here. I'm like, oh my gosh, We were so drunk. You were drunk too.
I was buzzing,
but
but I knew someone had to be in control of the show.
I have to
So-
admit, I was a little ashamed on how I looked, and I kept saying, I'm sorry to Derek. And I knew we were live on a show, but like I couldn't feel my lips at one point. I couldn't feel my feet at one point. Yeah, it was, I mean, it was for charity, but oh my gosh.
we
What?
were hilarious on the cruisathon.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it was. I felt so bad because that's not like we don't want to come across as, you know, when we're drinking a lot and stuff. We don't drink as much as what people might think. But on the show that we do on here, we like to have a dilly dilly every now and then, and that sometimes we splurge a little bit. Ooh, that hit me. It was what, rum? 2 different rums, and we did shot after shot. So yeah, I was feeling it.
And we were starting the moving process. So yeah, it was.
Thank you so much, Jenny D.
A little bit crazy.
And then we had to come back here and meet the plumbing people that were working. Oh yeah, that was another thing. They were digging up on a certain area of the yard to fix the pipes and everything. The sewage line. And Derek said, I don't know how you sobered up so fast. I mean, I was coherent. I was talking and asking him questions. And I'm like, can he tell? Like in my mind, I'm thinking, can he tell I'm really drunk right now? But to me, I looked like I was fine. But in my mind, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm buzzing so bad. Can he tell?
Greg,
I'm sure my eyes were dilated.
At the end of the show, Greg, because we met the people here for tenting and we met the people for the sewage line. Then we went and did the show, which is like the next block over. And then
we walked
Greg was
back
leaning.
Greg we were not going to drive.
If Greg was the wall. Greg was like this against the wall. And I'm like thinking, oh my gosh, we're in trouble. We came over here and I'm thinking, how did Greg sober up so fast?
But when we got back, honk, I was out for I don't know how many hours. I didn't have my head up against the wall.
You were leaning against the wall.
Which wall?
The wall over there, like by where Grogu was hanging up. You were leaning up against it. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, we're in trouble.
I don't remember that.
Ryan, you know what? That probably is a smart thing to do. Next time you do shots for charity, you should set a minimum donation per shot. I think that's good. But yes, Michael Ann, it was fun joining HHC. We are proud to be a part of that organization, and we definitely will be supporting in the future.
Here is our surprise. We did also.
Welcome back to our I didn't call it for real. No, there's oh no.
I'm out there hugging Brad because he was so shocked that we were here. So that's our friend Brad and Chris.
They on the Sky Princess cruise, it was supposed to be a Chad Cruisers group cruise, and because of COVID, they had to cancel. But unknown to us, right before, like a week before, they rebooked it because they opened up the restrictions because they live in Toronto, and they surprised us on the that still brings tears to my eyes.
What was that
when I see that? And so we decided to get them.
Yeah, we needed to surprise them again, and yeah, that was awesome. I don't know when we'll be able to do that again for them, but hopefully, at some point we can go on a cruise.
We will. Well, I am hoping, fingers crossed. I am hoping that because we canceled all 4 of our cruises this year that we had booked, so unfortunately, no cruises in 2024. But I'm hoping we can go see the Buffalo Bills play in Buffalo. We've seen the Buffalo Bills play. I've seen them in Los Angeles against in the LA Coliseum against the Raiders and the Rams. We saw the Rams. I saw them twice against the Raiders
and 49ers too.
We saw them in San Francisco. Yeah. I saw them twice in San Francisco. The time that we saw them with Greg in San Francisco, the Bills got their booties kicked. kicked.
Well, and the fans,
were
oh my gosh.
atrocious. Atrocious.
If any of you like 49ers here, I'm glad you like them. I'm sure you weren't those types
They
of
talk
fans,
about Raiders
but they were
fans.
bad.
Yeah. And then that was the year the Niners lost in the Super Bowl.
And it's just a game.
They lost in the Super Bowl to the Baltimore Ravens. And I obviously I have to have my number 24. It has my name on the back of it. And we're walking out because we left at the beginning of the fourth quarter because we were already down like 31-3 or something like that. And the guy goes, "Hey, 24, 24," which was my number. We don't lose Super Bowls. We don't lose Super Bowls. And I said, "Derek, don't turn around. Don't shut up. You're going to get your butt kicked.
Don't shut up.
Don't talk. Don't say something because you're going to say something stupid
Oh,
and you're going to
gosh.
get beat up."
Oh, yes.
And I
It's
just kept
only a
on,
game.
and I was like fuming. I was fuming. And then I went to the restroom and the guy was standing behind me and he's like going, "Ha, ha, ha, ha." And I said, "You know what?" I said, "You need to learn how to win with respect."
Wait, he was doing this while you were using the restroom?
We were waiting. There was like a line to go to the restroom. I should have, if that was the case, I should have turned around and peed on him.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Where is this show going?
But yeah, and I just said, because I went in the early 90s during the Super Bowl years, and the fans were amazing. It was a different environment. And then I think it was 2013 is when we went back, and totally different. The fans were totally different. And then when they lost, I said, "Oh, apparently Niners do lose Super Bowls because that was the year they lost to the Super Bowl."
Wow. Okay, so you want them to have dignity and be respectful and everything, but then you go and say what you said. Okay.
Well, I did it on a Twitter, like the person would
a Twitter.
like a person would actually, that person that I made that comment would actually see my post. Simba 2, welcome in.
Welcome, Simba 2.
Michael Ann is doing the Helping Hands for Cruising,
Yes,
and
that's what I posted on.
just so you know, you guys, we have another cruise on NCL planned, so we won't be able to make it, but it is going to be, if I remember my dates right, I believe it's 11/29, and I forgot what it ends on there, but I believe it starts on 11/29. It's on the NCL Joy, which was supposed to be our group cruise this September out of New York. One of the cruises that we had to cancel.
Every time we try to do a group cruise, it just never works.
Second one that we've had to cancel.
And when we try to do Symphony of the Seas, it never works. We are going to go on that thing at one point. Let me tell you.
But it goes out of Port Canaveral. It goes to Puerto Plata, St. Thomas, Tortola, and then their own NCL's private island, Great Stirrup Cay. So I'm surprised I remember all those different ports.
Yeah, I can't remember all that. Have we?
Tess,
have
you
we
know what?
considered to go on a
we would
cruise?
do that if it worked. It definitely would. It's the timing. We book cruises way out in advance. Way out
like you're throwing
in advance, and usually that when they have those special cruises, it conflicts with those. Oh, okay. This is a different one, October 21st, because there are multiple ones. I think the other one is 2025 then, right? If I remember, Michael Ann. So 21st through the 26th to 2024 out of Galveston to Cozumel and Progreso. And then Arnie says Derek is channeling Doug. And then there's March 2025. I thought the NCL.
Oh my God.
The NCL Joy. I'm pretty sure it's in November.
You're gonna be the one to do it. You need to watch your knees,
yes,
mister.
there it is. The one you're talking about is November 29th. Tess was saying March 2025 for
Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. That
Yes.
would be fun.
That's the one for the Helping Hands for Cruising. Tess is talking about the Coop Cruise. We won't be able to make that one, unfortunately. Horizon ABC Islands 8-day March 1st, 2025.
We're hoping for maybe if the cruise prices go down this year, maybe one cruise, but we don't know for sure.
Yes.
We got to really check on our financials and everything. And
our first payment for here is April Fool's Day, April 1st.
Well, you have from the 1st to the 15th of every month, but we don't I mean, if we don't have to, you have a leeway, but if we don't have to, we'd rather not do the leeway and just pay when we should.
Yep.
So,
And our
and maybe more than we
being
should.
completely honest, our rent is what we're paying is triple from what we did when we were renting.
Yeah, but before we even bought the place, we figured out what we would be paying, each check as far as how much will go to what we need to pay. And so I think we'll be good. We actually cut back on unnecessary service and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so we
I lowered the
decided
cable and some other things I think I got rid of too.
2024 we wanted to see how we can survive with the increases and how it's going to affect us. There's some things that we still want to get done at this house. And then we'll look at 2025 and possibly 2026. So
we have stuff planned.
So
but it
Firenze in
doesn't
May,
mean it's in stone though.
yeah, the Firenze in May would unfortunately be not within what we'd be looking at. Amethyst Haze Adventures. Thank you so much for joining with us. Yes, Tess. Hopefully
Amy
we'll cruise soon. But
wait, what?
Yeah, Tess said because we cruised with her on the NCL Bliss. So this is our second video in the Discovery Princess series, the Alaskan Sampler. We were sailing out of
sounds like a menu.
Vancouver.
The Alaskan Sampler.
They called it that because you really were just getting a taste of
Ketchikan.
Yep, and that was the only port that we went to.
We went to Ketchikan.
Yes, and I didn't finish my thought before.
Ketchikan.
When I was watching the Cruiseathon video that we did, I can't rewatching it. I don't know how many times that I said, oh gosh, what's the thing I kept on saying over and over?
Make it blue at Disney Adventure. Welcome.
Our cruising on Carnival Magic in May before my third college program.
Oh, wow. Third? How many are there?
Yes.
That's awesome.
I say something like just to let you know, or it was something that I kept on saying, why am I saying this so many times? And I said it a couple times in the show already, and I caught myself. I'm thinking, stop saying that so much. But I lost my train.
I'm letting you gather your thought.
I don't know what else I was going to say.
I was like, you lost your train.
Lost my train. Yeah, apparently I'm in the caboose.
I was going to say something about the caboose.
Anne says we were able to set our house payment date to the 10th of the month. And then there was an additional leeway, but we just have auto deduct around the 10th. Yes, Carolyn Life. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Yeah, Greg, the Discovery Princess. What did you think about it? Oh, I know. I was going to tell you about Ketchikan, but go ahead. I'll come back.
No, go ahead. You're going to forget.
Well, the difference between cruising Alaska is one, there's two huge thoughts. Because it's colder, everything that people normally do outside, like if you go to the Caribbean, people are at the pool deck. They're now inside. On the NCL, we definitely felt that in the buffet in the mornings and on the Encore. And the Encore is a huge. I see him. Encore has a huge buffet, huge, and it was impossible to find a seat in the mornings. So that was it was frustrating part of that cruise. Also, on Discovery Princess, they dock right in Ketchikan, whereas NCL they docked in Ward Cove, which was about a 15-20 minute drive from where it's their own dock because Carnival owns most of the space over there in Ketchikan that they moved and paid for their own to have their own area. The docking in Ketchikan, the actual city of Ketchikan, was so much nicer on the Princess ship. So I think if we go back to Alaska, I probably won't do NCL again, only because of where they park. And this is on there when we were leaving Vancouver, we pass underneath the Lionsgate Bridge. And that reminds me when we sailed under the Verrazano Bridge out of New York. Everybody, don't forget to thank you so much, Angela.
Make
I've
it
done 2 programs
Yep.
at Disney, 2016 and
Make it for the
2023.
destination.
I'll be working only for the summer. That should be fun.
awesome. That's what you mean by college program. That's cool.
Yes. Carolyn, we are doing good. We we still have things to do with the move, but we're getting through it. I think the biggest thing is we don't have as much space here as we did in the condo. Believe it or not, there was a lot more storage over there, and you can collect things. I was in that house since 2005, and it's amazing how much you can collect over the years, and you don't realize it. So we're gonna have to look at downsizing. Possibly, there's a bridge that we went under.
I mean, we have a garage more for storage, but we don't have like storage in the house like we did in the condo. There are some areas, but not a lot for storage. So we'll be using, we'll be using the garage for a lot of that.
I'm also doing DCL for the first time after I graduate from college in May. That is awesome. If we can say a suggestion, don't do the 3-night cruise. If you do a shorter cruise, do at least a 4-night cruise, because Disney,
Or 5.
well, but with a
I'd say 5.
there's 3 rotational dinings on a Disney ship, and they have their own restaurants. If you do 3 nights and you're going out of Port Canaveral, one of the nights is going to be a Pirates night, because they go to Castaway Key, and one of them is a Pirates night. I don't know what day it falls on. So you're going to be missing out on the theming of that restaurant. If you do a 4-night, you get all 3 nights at each different restaurant, and you also get the Pirates night. So that's why I say at least recommend to do a 4-night.
What ship are you thinking of going on? An older one or one of the newer ones?
Yes.
Or do you know yet? Let us know if you know, if you want to.
Hey, sweet cheeks, what you drinking? So this is a
She's calling both of us sweet cheeks now.
what did I put in here? It's
Oh,
kind
boy.
of a mule, actually.
So it's blue. It has blue Caraco, as I like to call it, but it's
got
Curacao, but I call it Caraco.
It's got ginger ale. It's got Bacardi rum, and
Oh boy, rum.
and the blue curacao. Hey guys, sorry, we switched over to our phone. It looks like there still might be people here, so we're going to call it quits. Greg, do you want to say goodbye? We're still actually recording here.
Are people on?
I don't know. Yes. Sorry guys. Our computer, I don't know if it just died on us or something else is going on. So we're gonna head on out.
Oh, sorry
Have a
about
good
that.
night, everyone. We'll get it solved.
Have a
And
good night.
with that, I'm Derek.
And I'm Gregory.
We forget our names. It's okay because I'm Little Explorer.
And I'm Big Explorer.
And as Walt Disney once said, we are just getting started.
Have a good night.
Always something with us, right? Have a good night, everyone. Thank you so much.